All right, welcome back to the podcast. I'm here with
Michael.
And I'm also here with
Carlo.
And our guest star is
Kaylana.
So today we're going to be talking about freaky or scary movies. What's the most scary movie? Like, what's the scariest movie you ever watched?
Well, probably because I'm a coward, so, like, It, I guess.
Okay, what about you?
Probably The Nun.
The Nun? Okay, what about you?
Freaky.
Yeah, I think the most, I think the recent scariest thing I watched was American Horror Story, the new season. Yeah, but it was okay. I mean, it was fine. But the new season wasn't amazing. What did you like about it? What was it like? Was it good or was it scary? What was scary?
It was good-ish, I guess.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what to really describe it.
Okay, is Freaky a TV show?
No, it's a slasher film, like a hardcore slasher.
Okay, what's it about?
It's basically about this girl. She's like the person who doesn't have any friends, gets bullied, and then there's this like psychopathic killer that tries to kill her, and then something weird happens with the Aztecs and crap. But when she gets stabbed, they switch bodies.
All right. And what was scary about the Nun?
I don't know. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Yeah.
All right. What was the scary? Like, what's the part that made you really jump?
Literally all of it. Literally all of it. I don't know. The movie was exciting. You have like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. I remember seeing ads for the Nun, like 2 years ago or something, and it scared me. It's just like a painting of a normal nun, right? And then it like jump scared you, and it was so scary, and I like screamed so loud. So I was like, I'm never watching a movie.
Your pants?
No, but.
And they have like connections to The Conjuring too, so like all of them connect, like The Conjuring and Annabelle and everything.
Yeah. So for me, American Horror Story was scary mainly because it was gory. I would say, I don't know, what season was it? The season like where they're at the house and it's like a reality TV show. I don't know what that one was called, but that one was so just gory. It was terrifying. I like the guy was getting like guts ripped out, which is terrible. I mean, like it was so scary.
If you don't like it, like if you don't like that, I do not suggest watching Freaky or The Terrorizer or Terrifier.
Terrorizer or Terrifier kind of reminds me of the Terminator. Like the name, the Terminator.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Terminator, but he doesn't have targets. He just murders like teenage girls on Halloween night in very gory ways.
Okay, well, speaking of Terminator, did you guys see the newest one? I don't know what it's called, like New Age or something? Like the New Age, that's what the newest one was called. No? Alright, did you see it?
Not at all, fam.
Did you see it?
I'll be back.
Okay, yeah, I think that was Terminator 2 or 1.
No, she's terrifying. So then throws a grenade based off of when she, it's based off of the first time she dealt with the Terminator. When the Terminator blew up the police station, she threw a grenade behind her and exploded.
Yeah, I remember watching, I think it was the Terminator where we find out, spoiler alert for anyone, but when we find out that Connor is actually a cyborg himself, well, he wasn't a cyborg, and then he turns into a cyborg. But, yeah, I think
that.
What?
I didn't know that.
Sorry.
He gave a spoiler.
I am leaving this podcast.
I'm sorry, Michael.
Goodbye.
No.
Michael.
No, goodbye.
But
No. Goodbye.
All right, I'm sorry, Michael. But when I was watching that movie, all right, well, Michael just left the seat. He doesn't want to be in the podcast, so I remember when I was watching that, he the thing turned off because we were in like you guys ever go to one of those?
What you talking about? I'm still in the seat.
Yeah, you're just okay. Okay, no, but and also like those where you have to like get your car and you turn the car radio to a certain thing and then you watch it from the projector. I was watching one of those. Yeah, drive-in movies. I was watching one of those and it just turned off and we never got a refund, which this sucks. But what are you gonna do? I mean, that's how movies work. I mean, that's how they get you, right? Like, yeah, has that ever happened to you when you're watching a movie and it just turned off randomly?
No.
Has that ever happened to you?
Not really. Not that I remember.
It has happened to me where I think in the one drive-in, they were showing a Terminator film, and then everything just turned off, and then there was a guy, like, it was either a robot or a guy dressed up in a Terminator thing. He walked out of the screen, like, out of the thing.
Oh, really?
With, like, a red thing. Yeah.
Oh. That sounds, that
might have been a dream, but it was very realistic.
yeah. Speaking of dreams, do you guys ever remember your dreams?
Yes.
You remember your dreams?
No.
I do. Whenever I have like a lucid dream where I can control it, I do remember my dream. Do you have lucid dreams? Yeah.
A lot.
Do you ever have lucid dreams where you can control your dream?
I can always control my dream.
Do you ever have lucid dreams?
Always.
It's insane because like it's stuff that you never like. You can go to Paris. You can skydive without a parachute. It's insane. It's stuff.
Anything.
Yeah, you can literally do anything. Right? Yeah, it's insane. Like, I think the funnest thing I've ever done was flying because you actually need willpower to fly in the dream. Yeah. Oh, and I remember, have you ever like had that feeling have you ever flown and then have like to use willpower to actually fly?
Yeah. You know, like when you're in a dream and you get the feeling like when you're like falling and like your heart drops. Yeah, like I get those a lot. I don't know.
I feel like I'm about to fall off the bed. Like I wake up and like I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to die.
Like this is so random, but I had this one dream where I was able to jump really high and then I lost my power mid-air and I was like 45 feet up and I just fell and I was falling for like 15 minutes and I don't know why. And it was just like the scariest thing. Like my heart dropped. I was just falling. Yeah. It was very scary.
Yeah, I know how I do know how you feel because that happened to me once. I think I was. Yeah, it was a dream a lot like yours, but it was more like I was able to jump high and then it transversed into a roller coaster, and then the roller coaster stopped, and then the roller coaster disappeared, and I was falling at the top of this very high roller coaster, and I woke up and I was like, oh my god. Has that ever happened to you, Michael?
No.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Kind of in sort of a way. I need to ask you something. So, like, whenever you're in a dream, like, do you have, like, if you die off, like, you know how your dream just automatically restarts, like, it takes out a new story?
Yeah, I think of that.
Because that always happens to me, and I always want to, like, remember, like, try to go back to it to see what, like, to see my dead body or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Speaking of like scary stuff and dying, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you, Michael?
I jumped out of a window.
Jumped out? Like, what did that feel like? Did you break a leg or something?
Turns out I broke both my legs, but I was just walking around the neighborhood.
Oh, what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you in real life?
In real life, this is like actually kind of dumb and kind of scary for me, but so like that was like 4 or 5. I was like at this trampoline place. And so, like, people were climbing on stuff, and since I was, like, a flimsy little kid, I slipped into, like, there's, like, this little crack into, like, the trampoline, bouncy house or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me before on normal trampoline, yeah.
And I was just, like, I was stuck there for a decent amount of 35 minutes. So I had to climb my way out, and you don't know how much, like, my head was hurting. Because I was screaming, not really screaming, but like whenever I see someone pass, I was like, yo, I'm down here.
What's the scariest thing ever happened to you?
A couple of years ago, I was at my old house. It was right before I moved, and I was pulled off my bed, like from the foot of my bed. I was pulled halfway off my bed, and it's the only night I decided to sleep with my door open. And like my door leads down to this like long hallway, and my bed was right in front of the door. And I ended up being pulled off my bed, and I don't even know what it was, but it was scary. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds very, very scary. I don't even know. I can't exactly remember the scariest thing that happened to me, but something that is kind of more like this happens. I mean, this happens to probably a lot of people. Losing stuff that's valuable, and your heart drops. You're so afraid. That's probably. I lost my phone one time on the bus, and I thought I was gonna die. It was so scared. Did it ever happen to you?
Yes, multiple times.
All right, give me one example.
So, one thing that was, like, really valuable to me, I don't really remember, but I think it was, like, like a water bottle because I kind of needed it because I was getting
thirsty.
Yeah. So I was looking for it, and this was on the bus. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it, and my bus stop was there. So I kept on looking, and then he was like, "Yo, come on." So I walked off, and I think for a minute there, I just stopped walking and just didn't move. Just sat down for like 12 minutes.
And you just couldn't find it?
No, I just couldn't find it.
That sucks. And what happened to you? Ever lost anything valuable?
I constantly am like losing my AirPods or my Apple Watch around the house because I don't really wear my Apple Watch that much. And like AirPods, they're small, they're easy to lose, and it literally just scares me.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I thought I lost them today. I was outside of the bus stop, and I was like, okay, where's my AirPods? I just want to make sure I have everything. I opened up the place where I usually have my AirPods, and they're not there. And I'm like, oh my god. So I checked the area where my phone is, and it's in a little pocket where my phone is. And I'm thanking the Lord. I'm like, oh, thank God. And yeah, that's probably the most recent time it's happened to me.
There's this one time I left my phone at a restaurant, and it was there for 2 days. I didn't even realize. It was like back when I had my first iPhone a couple of years ago. Like, I wasn't really on it that much, I was more worried about playing outside. It was summertime, whatever. It was there for like 2 days, and once I eventually realized that it was gone, like, I was scared. Like, it was a whole different level of...
Yeah, Michael, ever happened to you? And you ever lost something and your heart dropped?
No, actually no.
Really? That is actually surprising. I'm okay. Well, yeah. One time, actually, this is also pretty recent, maybe a month ago. Not even, maybe 2 weeks ago. I lost my hoodie, and we're still looking for it, but I still have not found it. And it was a good hoodie. It's $8. It had roses on it. It was red. It was really nice, and I'm really upset that I lost it because I thought I lost it on the bus, but like Carlo, I looked all over the bus and I didn't find it, and I looked all over the school and I didn't find it. And speaking of school, like, I feel like these classes are getting harder now that we're at the end of the year. Do you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, especially how they want to switch us back to like they're colliding both groups in 5 days a week. It's going to be even crazier with our schedule that we have.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
Yeah, it's insane. Do you think school is getting harder since it's the end of the year?
Well, yes. And here's the thing. I think they should just keep it like this until like next year, because nobody's ready for this. No. Nobody's prepared.
It's an insane decision to make. Yeah. Do you think the school's getting harder now since it's the end of the year?
Well, it's just the same for me.
It's the same. Yeah.
Especially how like our friends that are in the other cohort are going to be coming back. We're just going to be more distracted, and I don't know about you guys, but I definitely didn't do well on my second report card. So this trimester I need to focus and like get my grades straight, and I think that's going to be a little bit harder when like with our schedule, friends coming back, and it's just all colliding, and like it's going to be all confusing.
I know how you feel, because one of my friends about to be in my class, but then other people that I'm not too fond of are also going to be in my class. Wait, what class are you in?
Miss Hoskins.
Okay, all right. Okay, so what were you gonna say? I think you had to...
Well, also, I'm like the online people are coming back as well.
Yeah.
So more
the ones that want to.
Yeah, the ones that want to. But that's what's kind of worrying me because so many new kids are coming into Amanda's class now.
Yeah.
It's just like it's gonna scary, I guess.
Yeah.
People are gonna be talking. The rooms are gonna be crowded. Nobody is. This isn't safe.
Yeah.
People are gonna be next to each other.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, and I think we should talk about this next time on the podcast. I'm gonna wrap it up here. All right. Okay, Kaylana, I want to thank you for being our guest. I want to thank Michael, and I want to thank Carlo, and have a good day. See you next time, guys.